Yo, before I start this video, I just want to say that same temptation you have, turn that temptation into motivation. That same temptation you have to want to, do what you do, right? Use that same temptation and turn that energy into something else. Turn it into, oh, I'm going to go make some money. Or, I'm just throwing examples out there. Use that same temptation and turn it into motivation, y'all. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And I hope y'all get what I'm trying to say. We out. I get it, bro. I get it. I love women too, bro. I get it, bro. But sitting there playing tug of war with yourself at this grown age, for people who that's my age watching this, in general, it's not okay. But doing it at this big age, playing tug of war with yourself, watching a girl you're never going to touch a day in your life, watching another man, as a matter of fact, touch a girl you're never going to touch a day in your life. Like, this is what they want you to do. They want you to dumb yourself down. Like, porn is it's a substance abuse. It is. When it comes to porn, like, I got introduced to it. I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm being real with y'all. Like, I got introduced to it when I was in like 5th grade, bro. Like, yo, that young, looking at that young. I don't know nothing about sex. I don't know anything about nothing. All I knew when I was younger was basketball hoops. A friend of mine, he introduced it to me, at the time. So I'm like, oh snap, this is how babies is made. But like, porn is not real, is what I'm trying to say. It's not real, right? And doing that, right? Every time you do it, you dumb yourself down. Like, a lot of times, for my guys, right, who's watching this video, a lot of times after you do it, a clarity hits. Something hits you. Shame, guilt, like clarity, whatever you want to call it. Usually, it's shame. It's like, dang, like you come to your senses. That's how you know it's out of, what's the word I'm trying to use? It's out of lust. It's out of desire, And every time you touch yourself, every time you watch a video, just think about how your brain shrinks. Like, it affects your mental health to the point to where you can't even look at women, you can't even approach to women, you can't even talk to women, because you isolating yourself, playing tug of war with yourself. And wherever you at, wherever you at, you could pretty much, you in an isolated area, because people who do that, they don't want nobody to know. Heck no, nobody would have know, like, you doing this. Nobody would even touch your hand if you're doing that. But it's 2024, y'all. I'm being honest. Like, everybody, like, it's so easy to find it, is what I'm trying to say. Like, the amount of videos, matter of fact, the amount of videos that I have seen, I'm just like, yo, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram. I don't even follow freaky pages. I don't follow none of that stuff. The amount of pages that I had to block on Twitter mainly. I'm like, yo, wow. Twitter was not like this. Like, usually Twitter, for people who's on Twitter, Twitter's for, when you express your thoughts, one thing about Twitter with me, like, nobody be replying to me. So, like, I just be talking to myself and I'll be leaving. You feel me? So it's like a daily newspaper. And every time I go in the comments trying to laugh at something because it'd be a funny tweet, I see a girl half naked talking about some 20% off, and I'm just like, bro. And it's just sad because I'm seeing a lot of like this is pretty much the videos for like the kids. I said the kids. The people younger than me. I mean, y'all are kids. If you're younger than me, you're a kid. 18, 18 and younger, you're a child. But yeah, like, this video's for the kids pretty much. Especially like older people too, because I know a lot of older people. I know some older people myself. Like, if they aren't married or anything, they said this. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm just like, dang, bro. Y'all don't understand, like, the trouble you're putting yourself in. Like, your soul is in trouble. If you can't stay away from it, your soul's in trouble, right? And in Islam, we believe, like, there's mad steps to, promiscuity, right? There's sexual, what am I trying, like a lustful look, that can lead to something else. Like I said before, if you, like, porn destroys your brain that much to the point where you think you're thinking dirty, even with certain family members. Why do y'all think there's so much sexual assault and so much like pedophilia going on, because people really think like that stuff is real. That stuff is not real, bro. Like I said before, bro, every time you think about doing that, number one, think of the grave. That's one thing I'm gonna say. Think of the grave. Think about when you're going to be questioned. Number two, think about this. And I already said this. You're watching another man. Another man. So at the same time, it's like, damn, I really, like, what? Yeah, bro, even like myself, because like I told you, I got introduced to it at a very young age. So now looking back at that, I'm just like, dang, what? And it's scary because I know a lot of people, like when we were younger, they used to save the videos, bookmark them on the internet, y'all. Yeah, I gotta save it for later, bro. I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, what? What? What do you mean save it for later? She's not yours. She's not yours. There's probably millions and thousands of people watching the same video you watch and doing the same thing you doing. And then that girl, like I said before, and I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but that same girl that you wishing you desiring over, she probably done got touched by, you know, multiple men. Like, it's all in your imagination. Like, it's all a mind thing. And I feel like that's where it starts at. So for those who struggling with this, just know it's not going to happen overnight. Like I told y'all, it's not going to happen overnight. Number two, try to find a new hobby, bro. That's the main thing. Like, you really have to ask Allah, you know, God, for those who are Muslim watching, you know, that's what we mean by Allah. You know, I be having to say that sometimes because some people be, you know, people who aren't Muslim, they may not know what Allah means. So I just be trying to clarify, you know, Allah means God. But, you know, ask Allah to, like, make you amongst the people who just do right. Do right is what I'm trying to say. Like, attain a new habit. Ask Allah to make you amongst those who gain a new habit and leave old ones alone. That's what I'm trying to say. Boom. All right, yeah. Ask Allah to remove anything that will distract you from Him. And that is, I don't care what anybody says. The fact that, like, I'm very disappointed in myself. But at the same time, it's environment. I know some people that got introduced to porn way younger than me. Way younger than me. And it's just sad because Dr. Umar said something, you know, a couple years ago, like 8 years ago, as a matter of fact, on the Breakfast Club. He said, by the time the new DSM, I believe 5 or 6 comes out, like, pedophilia will be a normalized behavior. And I'm just like, yo, me personally, I want to have daughters, y'all. I don't want, and I have women in my family, and I be hearing about how men be lusting over them. Babe, where you going, babe? You don't even know her. What do you mean, where are you going? And it's lucky, I wasn't there. My little sister told me that. You lucky I'm not there. What was that? Like, what you mean? Like, pedophilia is a normalized behavior because of porn. Quit the porn, y'all. Quit it. Quit the porn. Please, bro. And another thing too, Jewish people, right? Not Jewish people. I'm not gonna generalize. Zionists own the hubs, the X's, you know, other, you know, pornographic websites. They own them. So when I found that out, I'm just like, yo, I literally, me personally, I cannot go to hell with the Israelis. I'm sorry, y'all. I cannot. Me personally, I cannot go to hell with the Israelis. So the more, like, all this stuff is going on and this, and this, I'm just like, yo, like, everybody just has to do better, bro. Everybody. We have to protect ourselves, and we got to protect the younger generation, is what I'm trying to tell you, like, because half of this stuff that they throwing out there, they're doing it so they can still be, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? They get profit off of these sites, right? And the more you watch them, the more they gain profit off these sites, off these institutions, right? I just want everybody to really think about that, really, man. Like, the more you do that, the more you really dumb yourself down, the more you can't even socialize in public, the more you probably, like I said before, it's hard for you to get married because you can't even look a girl in the eyes. You can't look at her eyes. Social interaction, like, porn makes social interaction weird. It makes it weird. And I'll never forget it. This when I knew it was bad. A rapper that I used to listen to was playing tug of war with himself on the plane. He was acting out on the plane. And I'll never forget it, in my younger days, when I was in high school, somebody who I knew that was Muslim, he playing tug of war with himself in the store. And they recorded him. And it's all over the school. I'm just like, damn, Akeem. Wow, Akeem. Yo, we have to stop it. We have to stop this stuff, bro. And I'm not trying to make a joke out of anybody or anything, but this stuff really has to stop. I don't even have any more words. Matter of fact, this video is about to end because I pretty much said everything. Stop touching yourself. May Allah make us better. May Allah make us amongst those who get a good spouse. Get a good spouse. Because clearly you want to get married. Or clearly you want a girl. If you're doing that, I'm just being honest. Clearly you want a girl. So may Allah make us amongst those who get a good spouse and make that spouse amongst those who draw us nearer to Him. Because doing that is you moving further away, big bro, little bro. So I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Share with whoever, share with a friend. And I'm still speechless, y'all. That addiction stuff is really crazy, and people don't really see porn addiction as a substance abuse, like a alcohol, like people are addicted to social media, like perks and all that. They don't see it as a substance abuse. It is. But I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Share with whoever. Shout out to people who support me and all that. And we gone. Peace.